Yeah. Ingrid, would you like to introduce our speaker?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So Loan came to our meeting several years ago and proposed that her idea of starting feeding kids in Montgomery County. And we were all in favor of it. And so I'm happy to uh, to be part of the kids' meals. And here is Loan.
Yes. Thank you so much. It's been 6.5 years.
I thought it was a while.
Been 6.5 years since we opened our doors, and we've fed lots and lots of kids. We ended our year last year at 194,000 lunches. And as of June this year, the first 2 quarters, we had already done 123,000. And at the end of September, we were at 209,000 lunches already. So we're going to be probably closer to 300,000 by the end of the year, which is about 120,000 more than we did last year. We've added over 400 kids since January. So we're super busy. We have the older kids at home. We've got 1,700 kids a day that we feed during the school breaks and, spring break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, summer. So it's almost works out to be about almost 5 months out of the year that we're feeding everyone. Our numbers today for our preschoolers are 1,046. So that's on a daily is 1,046. So we are growing, and we have recently expanded into the warehouse space next door, which has been great because we can have more shelf space, more freezer and refrigerator space available. And then luckily we are getting a new walk-in cooler that Discount Tire. We go to Discount quite often to get our tires fixed because the girls run over nails a lot up and down 1488. So they've gotten to know us pretty well over there. And so when they chose their store to do a grant, the committee came over and said, "What do you need?" And I said, "Well, I could use some shelves and some hand carts." And she said, "Think bigger." So I said, "Well, I really need a walk-in cooler." And she said, "Done." So we've just ordered that this week, actually. So we're hoping to have it before the end of the year. So that'll be more room to put more lunches, and we get produce from the food bank. So oftentimes we don't have any place to store the produce unless we just crank down the air conditioning and put it inside the kitchen. So it'll be super helpful to have the extra space. With the SNAP benefits being in limbo right now with the government shutdown, we are getting calls every day, and we added 23 kids just as of today, just this week, and it's only Tuesday. So they called me yesterday and said that 20 applications had come in online, and then one of our drivers brought in 3 this morning. So it's going to get quickly. It's going to get a lot busier, I have a feeling. But without the continued support of people like you guys that have been there since day one, we would not have been able to do the things that we've been able to do. And it's just amazing to watch how I started with a pop-up tent and some free groceries 6 years ago, and now we're feeding over 1,000 kids a day, and up to almost 1,700 during the summer months and school breaks. So it's grown quite a bit, and all due to people that have been supporting me all these years. So I appreciate that. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I've got one that comes to mind as I've been listening. There are really two questions, I guess. First, what are the criteria for kids that you'll feed?
We feed the preschoolers that are at home that would qualify for the free lunch program. So we look at their income, and if they qualify for the free lunch program, they automatically qualify for our program.
Okay. Well, then the second question is about growth. Is your growth coming from more people at that poverty level? Or are you expanding your geography? Or is the population increasing, or all of the above?
We have not expanded our geography at all. We're in the same zip codes that we started with. The people are finding us, and our counselors at schools have been giving our names out, and just different organizations that have learned about us. I guess the word is spreading. And now with the SNAP benefits, just people are worried and trying to figure out how they're going to feed their kids. But no, we're in the same zip codes, 11 zip codes that we go to, and they're the same that we've been in now for the last, we added Tomball to our route because it was right on the cusp of where we were already delivering in Magnolia. So we went ahead and went into Tomball. That's the only thing we've changed, but we did that like 2 years ago. So it's been.
Okay.
What do you do on breaks like this week, where school is out for a couple of days during the week, but not the full week? Do you provide a couple of extra meals for big kids that are at home for those days?
Yes, absolutely. The shelf-stable lunches, like your church packs on Mondays, those shelf-stable lunches go out to where they have extra. So when they arrive at a home, they're able to feed all the kids there, whether it be a shelf-stable or one with a sandwich. But like if someone's babysitting somebody else's kids so they could go to work on, on a school break or a school day off, we make sure we have enough food to feed all the kids that are there.
Right. Great. That's good to know.
Could
Yes.
you repeat the information about what we can do to help for Thanksgiving? Because I think we said that before we started recording.
Okay. With the Thanksgiving list is very short and sweet, but HEB, as always, has stepped up to do our meat for us. We do 10-pound bags of chicken leg quarters because the families don't have ovens big enough for turkeys, or refrigerator space and freezer space and all the things. So the items that we are asking for is like instant mashed potatoes, gravy packets, stuffing mixes, like a fruit cocktail, cranberry sauce, and canned vegetables. And those are the items that we'll put together to add with the chicken and get those out to the families.
And you're going to pack on Saturday, the 22nd from 9 to 12, right?
We are actually packing during the week all those items in the bags to have them ready to go out on the 22nd. So
Okay.
hoping people will come, whoever wants to come that morning at 9, pick up some bags and all go like to the same neighborhood. They can go and deliver like on the same street or in the same neighborhood, 4 or 5 families, just to help us get it out. Being as the meat is frozen, it can't be out for too long. So we can't do it with our drivers on a regular delivery day, because they can't get it all out before the meat defrosts. So we try to do it like little bits at a time, so people will come and pick up as many families as they want to. But the families are aware that we're coming, and they just take it and hand it off to them at the door. So it's very helpful to get it all out.
But if we want to come in earlier in the week and donate some of those items you listed, we could bring it earlier in the week.
I need to have it by the 17th, so I know what I
Okay.
can fill in, what we're short on, or if there's any items that we need to get more of.
Okay.
And do you have a sign up for delivery, or do you want people to
If you could text
call?
me,
Okay.
honestly, we have 430 families, so
Mhm.
if 50 people showed up, we'd have enough for them all to do. So I'm not too worried. You don't really have to sign up, you just show up.
At 9 o'clock, you said, on the 22nd.
9 o'clock on the 22nd, and it's gonna be just from 9 to noon. So
Okay.
if for some reason you get someplace and someone's not there, you bring it back, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Mhm.
All the phones are written on the label, so you can call ahead. It will tell them the day before, just to remind them, but you could call and say, we're on our way. We'll be there in 30 minutes or, whatever. And you'll have their address and their name on the label.
Great. Thank you for doing that. That's
Yes.
I guess
It-
I wonder first, Sonia, could you pass the list of needs to Sonia so she can email them out?
Sure.
And second, where would we show up? I've never been there.
Yes. Well, if Google Maps is the best way to find us, we come in on a little side street next to Popeyes. I can also send that to Sonia. She can share that with the group as well.
Yeah, well, the would be useful because I know of at least 3 Popeyes.
Oh, yes. Well, we're on 1488. But we'll make sure that everybody gets what they need to find us.
Okay.
Sonia. I'm looking for Sonia. I'm sending her
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
how about Christmas? Do you do collection of gifts I'm trying to remember.
Well,
what-
we have families that we ask, or the ones that ask us if they can be sponsored because they're not going to have Christmas otherwise. Last year we got 68 families sponsored. This year, we're just now getting the sheets back, so I've only had maybe 5 or 6 families sponsored so far. So we could get some families sponsored. The ones that don't get sponsored, we try to collect toys. We already have some toys that the food bank gave us. And then we'll get some bicycles from another organization, and then usually we get a toy driver too, and we'll get some toys out to the families that way. It's not, I don't think I'm capable of getting things out to all 430 families. So I let the drivers choose the families that they know that they're in the most need.
Mhm. The
So
other- Go
these
ahead.
next 8 weeks are gonna be like flying by.
Yeah.
Well, besides, Lauren, besides the toys that we send out, we also deliver foods as well, the same thing that we do for Thanksgiving, correct?
We don't do food for Christmas.
Oh, you don't?
We'll
Okay,
do
you changed that.
What happens at Christmas is the food bank has a letter that they send out, and people can sign up for a holiday meal that they put together, and they go by and pick it up at the food bank. So I get the word out
Oh,
to
good.
our families, but I don't get involved in the delivering of that.
That's good.
It's just too much with the toys, and the lunch is still going out every day. So there is still just me. It's just me and the 2 drivers and a whole bunch of wonderful volunteers, but on the bigger picture, it all kind of lands on me. So I just have to be careful what I allow myself to take on sometimes, because I tend to do that. Anything else that y'all would like to know?
You do have a thing coming up where you're gonna be recognized?
Yes, I'm really not supposed to say anything.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, they're going to announce that I am the recipient of the Hometown Hero Award from the,
Yay.
I
Yeah.
think that's already been on Facebook.
well, it's not supposed to be.
Oh,
They're not really talking about it till they're not releasing the information until next Wednesday. So
We'll make sure that this video posts after next Wednesday.
Okay. great.
Yeah.
But yes, I was kind of shocked at the whole thing. I was had a kitchen full of people, and it was on the last thing that I ever dreamed that was going to happen. But somebody nominated me, and I guess they felt like I was worthy of it. So
And you deserve it.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
If
you.
somebody wanted to volunteer for kids meals who has
Mhm.
not yet,
Mhm.
I know we can volunteer one Monday a month at the church to pack the shelf stable meals. I know
Right.
we have a group that packs up at the warehouse. It's on Tuesday, right? That we are up there packing.
Yes.
Second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday. But if somebody wasn't able to make one of those times, is there a way for volunteers from the church to come and volunteer with kids meals? And if so, what do we need to do?
You go on to the kidsmealsinc.org website, create an account, and then once you create your account, you can go in and choose a day that they have openings. It'll tell you how many available slots are still available for that day, and just sign up.
And
Thank you.
evidently, Friday is undersubscribed. Is that correct?
This coming Friday, we only had like 6 people signed up so far. So it's going to be a little bit lighter day.
As compared to tomorrow when it's going to be 22 people.
22 people tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So it really fluctuates quite a bit, especially in the summertime, because a lot of the kids are there trying to get their hours that they need for school. So we can be very, very busy, or if there's some ball games going on or something, we can have 4 people. So it's really hard to say. But I try to look ahead and call people when I know that we're going to be shorthanded, so we can fill in if need be. But these days it's staying pretty full.
And I've put your address and the website into the chat for
Good.
folks.
Good. Well, that makes it a lot easier to find us, for sure. We're kind of behind some buildings, so you really wouldn't find us unless you knew we were back there.
My GPS kept telling me to come to the back where the fence is and crawl over the fence.
Yeah.
It's fixed now, but this was CarPlay 2 years ago, kept telling me to go all the way to the back and come across the fence.
Right. Right. And now they tell them to go through the brewery, the little brewery over there. They come through the little dirt parking lot into ours. It's craziness. The property was owned by one family, so it's all one address on the tax rolls.
Oh.
So all of that property is still owned by one family since 1952. And so we're all on one address. And for them to subplot it, I guess, is very expensive and a big deal. So the owner wasn't willing to go to all that expense and trouble to do all that, to change our address. So but now they're sending it out. When they send out the letters for volunteers, they send out the Apple Maps and the Google Maps link. So it's a little easier to find.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us, giving us the update, and thank you for your hard work serving all these families day in and day out, serving these volunteers. So you have an amazing job, and we're very happy to partner with you and appreciate your time, and look forward to continuing that partnership. So,
well, just yesterday, just real quick, I had a mom that moved in with an uncle that apparently the family member she was living with her 3 children passed, and she didn't have any place to go. So we jumped in and put her some grocery bags together and some shelf staple items. And when Whitley took them to her today, she said she just cried. She said nobody had ever done anything like that for her ever. And so we're going to come around her. I'm going to sponsor them for Christmas personally, and make sure they have everything they need. So there's a lot of need out there. There's a lot of families that are struggling. So Oh, it just takes a lot of us to make it all work.
Thank you so much.